decide anything. What you see is what you get, and whether you take on the... Challenge.
Surprise! Over here! Yep.
Oh, it's been a few days since we said bye to the other... Still no news about Rarer, though. Where could he have slunk off to? If only he was gone.
Hello! You must be the traveler in Paimon? Mr. Flynn has been looking for...
The Wild Hunt? Oh, uh-oh. We better get over this. Come on, let's go!
Over here!
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This whole area feels like a soulless husk.
Looks like his appetite truly is insatiable. As if the power of that energy cannon wasn't enough.
He's not seriously still getting stronger?
Ah, everyone's here already.
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rerir to strike, but it's like he just vanished into thin air. That is, until this morning, when a ratnik found signs of Wild Hunt activity while out here on patrol. As you can...
And we're sure that Rip... Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like...
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reikir of Solnari set to maximum threat level. Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon.
Traveler, there wasn't a shred of sanity left. Nothing.
Yeah, didn't he shout out a bunch of names? Oh, Paimon gets chilled.
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage.
Yeah, if I were him and I wanted more Kuvaki... Unless something went wrong.
The other thing is, how does someone who's completely lost their...
Beats me.
According to certain medical studies, insanity does not always entail a complete loss of rationality. It may...
That actually sounds about right.
There are many unanswered questions here. Besides his name and title, we know little about him.
Exactly. And we wouldn't... I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Nodcry, we
So, if we do nothing, he'll just... Last time we had Marionette and her big robo-buddy to help. Oh, Paimon's head hurts just thinking...
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Somewhere like the Eye of Craddy.
A perfectly reasonable.
I agree, we should...
Wait, why?
If I recall correctly, your largest goddess statue was carved from...
That's right. Yes.
Splitting up's always gonna be risky. But... And if we do run it...
That's when you follow the third rule of treasure hunting.
Didn't you say the third?
I don't know.
Agreed. If anyone finds so much as a trace of Rerir, do not...
All right, we'd better get moving. Come on, Ineffa, let's go.
Step on up.
Any leads?
Nope. Diddly squat. It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg that could go off at any second.
So, you guys didn't find anything
Not loving the word.
I questioned a few Ratniki and eventually narrowed my investigation down to one suspicious, almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either
He's been biding his time for a while.
All we can do now is hope that I know and enough. Wait, he's actually here?
No. Silver Moon Hall! The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Let's get over there, quick! Why is he attacking the damselette? What's going on?
no time for questions. Stop him!
This is insane.
Yehuda, get Kutar out of here!
On it.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. Now, you shall plunge into darkness. Thalindus, soon, I will find a way.
Watch out!
barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy?
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by...
I have a When me and Anefa showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he We weren't there for the whole thing either.
Yeah, we didn't see how it all started.
Kutar, can you shed any light?
Kutar. Cross-checking database.
Wait, she's the moon?
There are many reasons why people might worship the moon. I've never met that person before. Why he holds me in such contempt.
Kutar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, you help the It is also possible that he covets the Kuvaki inside you and seeks. But right now,
A counter strategy? But we don't stand a chance against. Surely our only option is to run. He's not gonna chase us to the end of the. No, I can't say that. Come on, Yehoda.
Running is our own.
Huh?
You seem surprised. But
Well,
it's not too late. I can distract him, so you have plenty of time.
Wait, what?
Doesn't that make sense? A coyote. What is it? The Frost Moon Scions have already grown accustomed to life without their goddess.
We can't just roll over and let him get away.
Yeah. Besides, she pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now.
Riri's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
But
Kutar, I know they would make self-centered wishes. If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change. After much reflection, I've realized any relationship based on need. You were born here, and
thank you, Lauma. But my power is on the wane. I'm afraid I will be of little use to you now. Very well then.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great...
It is. But I find it very draining. I've been rejected by the world. My power is...
What do you mean?
The 3 moons belonged to the ancient bygone era in which they came into being. The 3 moons are not one and the same, yet moonlight has a way of blending together. Each can reflect the other's glow. So when our fingers touched, but this method of recovery is...
It's the Wild Hunt!
Even faster than we expected.
See how those Wild Hunt creatures are running away from us.
Then what are we waiting for?
Receive my blessing. Yeah.
Flash attack!
Preparing for...
They just keep coming! This is driving me nuts!
We're closing in on us. We need to pick up the pace.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Kutan's help to escape. This goes on much longer.
Defensive mode engaged. Preparing for Duska.
For the everlasting forest, rushes the moonlight.
The night comes. Close your eyes. Observe. Night falls.
Installation chamber deployed. Ultimatum protocol.
Being done! Weather bomb!
Forest, protect us. With one heart, we pray.
What's the matter? Bit off more than you...
Uncle Varka! You're back from Amsvartnir? Whoa! You're Varka? Grand Master of the...
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of the...
Oh, is...
That's the one. Come on, move!
Wow! Where are we?
Well, that goes without saying. This is the Knights of Favon, aka the Black Market of Intel. No matter what faction you're with, it's the place to buy and sell information. As an expeditionary force on foreign soil, working with them has offered us the most effective way of getting our hands on reliable local intel. Anyway, where were we? Folks from Nodcry should be pretty familiar with me by now. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Varka, Knight...
We've heard all about you. You look way younger than Paimon expected.
Well, I'm no spring chicken. Definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though. Rush...
Another?
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough. I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as... So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the...
Is that why he's been frantic?
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if I weren't...
Note to self, Uncle Varka's strength rating officially...
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now. So, what exactly is...
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Wow, I had no idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it. So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui Harbinger. And all this wild hunt that's a lot to take in.
I'm truly... You stood with us against the wild hunt, and...
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip up. That's just life. No one... And, to be perfectly honest, I can't say I'm surprised. For all the times we've defeated the Wild Hunt in the past, but now that a new variable...
A new variant?
Who else? And in a strange way. That said, while I know is explain...
You mean about our
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to some key files, they... I don't know who or what could pull something like that off.
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log. A Nodcryan Ratnik's field journal.
Oh.
Another dead end. Guess still, it's safest to assume they won't be intervening again. From here, your intel also explains something else I've been wondering about. The reason I led my team to Amsvartnir was because... But once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I don't know who was behind it. I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, it's... But is it even possible that... The Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari... Nodcry of all places... The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
So...
Right now, we've got at least 3 things to consider. First, we need to figure out how to take down Rerir. To my knowledge, the bulk of Nodcry's fighting force is already gathered here. But even with everyone united...
What if there was a way to tap into an...
How so?
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
3 moons once watched over this world. The Eternal Moon. They say that back then, the 3 moon... I now bear the Frost Moon's power.
Hold on. Are you suggesting...
The iridescent moon.
That's right. If we can find the...
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and...
According to my analysis, This solution is feasible. However,
I know a way, but we will need to visit the Fatui's Experimental Design Bureau.
The experimental design.
Yes.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You should.
Then that's settled. As you saw for yourselves, people's obsessions often... The Wild Hunters plague not cry for...
It's true. If Kutar hadn't given us that lead, we wouldn't even know his name.
But where would we even start? I doubt even the Intel Queen of Nock...
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly meticulous when it comes to dealing.
Ah, she heard me.
Boss! What are you doing here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal.
Details. Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan. We can't do this without the curatorium. But I knew it'd be a tough job.
Wait a sec. Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting?
You really think he could have gotten settled in Nodcry without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig.
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network.
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen...
So you're just going to...
Why should I get involved?
What if we told you we can't...
Oh? Then
I can't put a price on something like this. It's just not in my nature. But then again, you and I have always been polar opposites in this regard. If you insist on compensation...
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a Moonchanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're...
Boss, just a thought. If they come up short, maybe you can take the difference. Things got really dangerous during the fight with Rerir. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be leyline. If there's any way we can...
This is why I'm always telling you never accept... You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well. Flynn's. That fragment that...
Of course.
Let me borrow it.
Wait! You...
Shh.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. And that brings me to the third and final item. I'm in for this part.
Count me.
Come off it, you two! Quit playing! I'm way ahead of you here. Inefa did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature, and we're gonna use... Once they're ready, we'll deploy the decoys across Nog...
I like it.
No biggie.
All right, then. Once your team has finished their mission...
Lady Damselette. Wait, we've been doing our best to mind our own business lately. But if you're just gonna waltz up...
Huh. You really think that's...
We're not looking for any trouble.
Do I need to remind you that you're out of consideration for our former ties and the crisis we're all up against?
Let them in.
But...
Are you going to make me repeat that?
No.
Sandrone seems to be in a good mood.
So tell me, to what do I actually before you answer that? Just so we're clear.
I promise it's not.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past.
I'd like to speak with.
What? Huh? You mean?
I'd like to speak with our.
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the rooster and Regrator. The only ones in Nodcry are me.
Rerir is hunting me. Is that a no, then?
As if I need reminding. I was this close.
Have you held any tea parties?
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here. If anything, they've been more eventful than ever. Just me, Arlecchino, and a bunch of insolent and sensitive...
I bet you served them the worst tea you...
Who cares about how good the tea is when there's no one around? First Rosaline, now you? I'm running out of people who can make me laugh. Honestly, what could be more ridiculous than a multi-centenarian goddess who's only ever had the plan?
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time.
Well, duh. Why else? Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around, too. But I guess we won't be seen. Well, I guess we are overdue for a get-together. Have Favronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me.
Pass along a message?
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest back when you were under the Tsaritsa's protection?
But that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I just got tired. It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a... The Tsaritsa gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. I get why you left. But if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths... guess... that might be your huh? Listen.
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt.
Another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area! I'll handle this. Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by... You'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. Go on. Stay and watch if you want. But it'll be at your own risk. You're not... Don't tell me what to do! Look, if you're... Stare all you want, Columbina.
I know.
This is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. Come on then, Mr. Ray here. It's your Wild Hunt monstrosities versus my beautiful creations. Let's see who...
again.
I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this once and for all.
Where did
Hey, over here!
Curse it. Moon, go. Keep searching. She...
So this is your method for investigating.
Good deduction. But it's
Whoa! First time I've ever been in here. Oh, I guess this must be Sumero decor? That's where Boss is from. And that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure company.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned.
whenever we wish. But I've never faced Rerir myself. I, on the other hand, am just an ordinary businesswoman.
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary.
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. And also how to make sure I come out of this. Death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is the great equalizer.
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death.
For once, I agree with you. When you're up against a foe, is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind.
Fine.
That shady merchant who sold you an overpriced treasure.
Come on, boss. You're pulling my leg again. In what way is she shady? She showed... Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Quit grabbing me. I genuinely can't run any further.
Hey, aren't...
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee. See, look how easygoing she is. After that rude awakening.
Dori Sangama Bay?
If you want to make it big and not cry, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to It was back when I first arrived in Notcra. And wouldn't you know it, that's when I've been giving her a 30 plus any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great lords. So, let me guess.
You guessed correctly.
The one, at the very least, I need to know what kind of opponent you're dealing with here.
What if I told you it's someone with...
Is that so? Then we really...
You're...
a powerful woman, make no mistake. I can't reveal her if you're willing to wait.
Then, let me put it another way.
Of course not. I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No.
Let's just say I'm borrowing it. All right. Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe, and now you've got a chance to...
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 Mora. Deal?
Deal.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
That will be all.
See you later!
Excellent. Everything is well and true. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me where... So remember. Now then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past. I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Simple furnishings, table and chair. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnar, unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Anyway.
Hi, Rivier. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy. I'll test it out, and if it's as good as every... P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few tea...
They didn't sign their name, but they must have been close.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about other things. But if he invites me again...
The Lindis. That's the...
Grain imports keep falling. If things don't pick up, we'll soon be back to meat. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't it start out as a lab-grown variety? I heard it's even mildly corrosive. I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy. That just is...
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Conria is under... That would explain why they use so much stone in there. They even use alchemically modified strains for food. Seems like the people of...
I've just about saved up enough now.
Making a big purchase. He really is a professional, despite what he's become. It seems like he's retained certain Did Rary rip it out?
Before I met you, I was the burial place. It was you.
This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. The burial place.
Reverie! Dane! Oh, and...
Hello there, Reverie. He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over. So, what are...
Hey...
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the... I just didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married.
Yeah. If you told me that a few...
So, are you planning to come clean about your...
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point. But...
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could... A member of the King's Guard.
Of course he does.
Me? Same old, nothing much to... What's up, Vet?
It's not... Vadafulnir. Dainslift's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of and yet, despite the gulf between us, does he even know me? Why did he react so...
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. Perfectly normal. As frightening as this monster is in the present.
Felindis? You're back early?
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off early. Aw, why the long face?
Went for a drink with Dane.
Isn't that a good...
Vedifilnir showed up today, too.
Ah, Mr. Vedifilnir. Yes,
He overheard Dainsleif mention that I'd recently proposed, and...
So, your work. We're nobodies. Why would the... I'm sure someone in his position has... You worry too much, Rerir.
So...
Like I said, I need some...
All right. Nobodies. Can someone who's... Meanwhile, every idea the opposition tried to speak out. A man can have 1,000... What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Felindis? There's no reason we can't keep living happily together.
See? You just need to stay... I can feel your warmth. Just seeing you. That's better. Getting caught up about things...
You go ahead.
Even busier than...
Free... Seriously, though, you drive a hard bar...
Well, that goes without saying. Besides, they're two completely different things.
All right.
It seems like Rerir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services by giving the impression that he was just an ordinary member of the Vinster King's Guard. He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Then again, that's... Who'd have thought we were in the same line? Let's dig...
Our last operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Rerir of Solnari. In total, we apprehended 32 dregs of the Crimson Moon, and 67 accomplices.
After all these years since the dynasty's fall, so many of them still linger on.
Indeed, it cannot be denied. Yet it was destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty, the all-seeing Vinster King, now Conria has no further need for a dead moon. But alas, there will always be those...
That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era, many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day.
You still haven't told her what you really...
Where would I even... How do you tell someone that you're one of the King's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are...
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did. Orphans like us.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for... Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct... Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely my marriage in particular.
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that, take care, Rerir of Solnari.
Thanks, Thorkel. Felindis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want, but that's exactly why the Moonlit Dynasties are a thing of the past. Could that be why Vedifilnir held back? I have to get a clear answer from him.
Rerir seems to be very concerned. Vedifilnir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. So, I've investigated this whole area now. Should I try somewhere else?
So, he's late after all. Just you.
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
For someone so young.
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eye. May we have a word in
Who are you? And what
It doesn't matter who I am. Too many of our kind have not long ago. The Rerir of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds.
Sorry, I don't know why you're...
Wait. Hear me out.
His name is Rarier, and he claims to be one of the King's guards.
What?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner. But
why are you...
Simple.
How strange. Rarier was nowhere to be seen in that memory. Rarier couldn't possibly know what... Why would her memories appear? The ceremony won't last much longer.
So that was your doing? Did you just pull us in?
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
I had no idea you... I gotta admit, though, I'm itching to see what...
I'm just as curious as you are. But the ceremony only allows for limited time. Luckily, we managed to learn.
So far, so good. I just hope the others are doing okay, too. Especially the group with the Traveler.
If you're worried about them, go see how they're...
If I know Boss, she's gonna need some time to write up all the details and make sure it's all coherent. I'll stay behind to lend a hand, but feel free to head back and meet up with the others.
Oh, they've been prowling around. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but... Oh, that's never... If they spot us, they'll run straight back to... Oh... Quick, hide! We almost got spotted! Phew! That was a close call. Watch out! He's coming this way! Keep going. We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle. Oh, they're so into these things.
Fire.
Fire? Wait, what's that smell? Oh no! There's a fire!
Sandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina. The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost. Freedom comes at a heavy price.
It's Arlecchino!
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the...
It's been a while.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. He sure doesn't pull his
Excuse me, do you need...
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Wait a minute.
Hello, Miss Sandrone. Father sent us over to help.
Oh no. Don't away, no.
How considerate of her. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines. Nearly every machine that Catgirl touches ends up going haywire. Go put her...
Then let's... You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. Surprise! Step on up! Surprise! What detail did I miss? Step on up! Surprise!
It's a relief to see you all made it.
Huh? Feels like there's quite a few people.
I returned ahead of them. Flint is helping Ino and...
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end. She sent a...
I see. But first, who do we have here?
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime tea party.
Surely it can't be.
Those eyes. Oh, where have I seen...
The only Arlecchino I know is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers.
You're well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nodcry, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seem to hold a special place.
Oh, the feeling.
A Fatui.
Just two.
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we can't just start trusting Fatui.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the moon goddess no...
Nor does Nodcry belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Var. Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes, stopping things from spiraling out of Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. It's just that we have our own way of doing things here in Nodcry.
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever I could. But that's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track... Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
She says she'll be frank, then completely... But she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the...
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in... The dregs of the Crimson Moon.
In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and...
To my knowledge, those were the names long, long ago. It is said that the people of Conria worshipped the Crimson Moon. But one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed. Hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it.
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secret. In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was... What's the matter?
Verfnir, Freindaughter, Flindis.
Interesting. Anything else? What about this wood?
Well, she was a researcher at the Uni...
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason, Rerir's
Well, no shortage. The Lindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of. Tell me, though.
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Conrian... Oh yeah.
Just... If we could somehow find her, do you think...
It's possible. That merchant who never knows.
All right, then. Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and... As for the
On the way over here, I noticed that the wild... At this rate, the people live...
I'll head back to the...
Feels good knowing we've all got some... Given that the Wild Hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own operations too. I'll hold the fort for now. Then discuss our next move with Flints, Ino, and Anefa when they get...
All right then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything...
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we...
Relax. Just do your thing. I decided to call in some back... Stay safe, everyone. Dismissed.
We're back. Did we get...
A tad late. The others have already set off. To summarize, everything going smooth?
Not great. I don't know how long we can stop. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired. Oh, right. Ineffa, could you...
Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate it, but according to Flint's intel, several outbreaks of the Wild Hunt had already occurred. That was before Rerir had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his full strength. And...
Flint's, with everything that's been happening, the Lightkeepers... I know, I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more effective than decoys. And Effa and I will head back over to Amsfarnir to see if there's anything I missed.
I told you!
Database updated. Reliability of Aino's predictions.
What?
They were betting on how you'd respond after he...
It's the obvious.
We already decided that Ineffa should go... Someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides...
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment.
Data PIQ.
Step on up!
Here, this will serve as...
Arlecchino, hold up a second! Since you brought us up, we still haven't got the slightest...
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon.
Huh? Are you serious?
Your surprise is understandable. But the more I thought about it, the more... When I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. It coursed. What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on this power, it was like some kind of presence. Exactly. That is why my hands are like this, too. At first, I saw it only as a curse, together with my own investigations over the past few years. For instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered remnants of the iridescent moon. Since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power. You all understand the nature of the abyss well enough. I draw upon its power and...
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if the corruption ever made it...
Yes. And that's the reason I'm always careful not to push my power too far. Anyway, the rest of my
Paimon has a question! So, the Crimson Moon that the Karians used to worship was actually the iridescent moon, right? Which was one of the three moon sisters. Does that mean that the Karians were to the Crimson Moon?
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they... But I would suspect that later on, still...
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar when I looked at you.
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the... Anyway, time is against it. I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letter, Sandrone mentioned that since you...
That's right. The iridescent moon is already part of who you are.
Deal. Then let's get...
Get what started?
When I first became a Harbinger, the Jester gave me a... You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon era.
Beyond the bounds of this world?
The Crimson Moon sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that surpassed the gods. But fearing they made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" Until the adults embraced the children who passed the ritual, telling them, within the book leaves much unsaid, But I suspect that this was their way of...
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world. It makes sense.
But there's no fireplace.
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames between those burned away. In short, I can open. The catch is I'll need to stay on this side to keep the passage open. Very well. Then I'll open it up.
Traveler, spare me a little... Thank you.
Mistress of the 7 hues of ages past, Great Mother of the present, Crimson-clad Sovereign of the 2 realms, by fire severed, by fire renewed, I offer myself now and beseech your descent.
What? No.
One word of advice as you're crossing over.
Got it.
I sense a sin. I feel that I am about to meet an...
Step on them! Surprise! Step on them!
Hey, look up at the sky! A red moon! This must be the spot! Is that the abyss? It's...
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your...
Careful! There's... By the way, Alabina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible?
Yes? Send your mom. I don't know what it is.
Just like I thought. It was only a facade.
wheel of life.
Over here! Step on up! Incoming! Hey! Buckle up! Hi! Hi!
Huh? Huh? For real?
No. It's coming from under the mountain.
Let's see. Ah! There's some kind of... Wait, see that? Oh, looks like a device from the time of Karia. Maybe people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's domain, and they left this behind. Oh, if we could activate it, we might find some clues. Hey, look at that! Do you think these mechanisms...
Thelindis, we'll leave the rest of the research in your...
I hope this isn't ruining date. Mind your own business.
Thelindis? Is that Rear's girlfriend? How come we're Oh, yeah!
The Abyss has made this space. Maybe that's why some of the things she said and did were
Whenever I see this view, waning moon, for me.
Surprise! Yeah! Over here!
Oh, looks like the Abyss has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
Look alive!
Go.
Step on up! Surprise! Speed of light! Hey! Step on up!
I see. So the moon marrow, or rather the power of the three moons, if it really does exist, then maybe this With the Abyss inhibitors in place, oh, Revier, with every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But if only I could...
Hey look! The moon's reflection is back to normal! Elendis' voice mentioned a chamber with the moon marrow.
It must be.
And there's no time to look... These things are so creepy! Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want to get to the iridescent moon's marrow! That must be the iridescent moon's marrow! Oh, we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it!
Life goes on.
Be amazed! With sword comes shadow. Hup. Don't blink! Surprise! Step on up!
We're so close!
The iridescent moon's marrow. Still burning away. If we can purify the abyssal power with... And so...
Huh?
At long last. I'm sorry. The moment the moon shadow... Tell me. You look so... But trust me when...
What was that all about? It sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend. But
perhaps. She took me for the goddess of... For a fading soul like hers. How...
But anyway, we've got... Alright. That's odd. This place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon.
Huh?
Oh, lifeless damsel.
Oh. Hurry! The place is collapsing!
It wants to trap us here.
Who's it? The Abyss?
Now we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy.
Give it back! The Crimson Moon's
What are you waiting for?
Is that you, Arlecchino? Wait, your hands! They're...
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay. The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No wonder it's a little angry. No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be undone. My hands have already...
Oh, we're so sorry.
As much as I'd like to call it a favor, the truth is...
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now... Feeling stronger?
Hey, Columbina!
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a stretch. Still...
Just one more ray of moonlight. It's okay.
How about now?
At the very least, I want to see...
Well, when I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. But now, you're full of vitality.
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino. But whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina.
A new name.
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina. They're nothing more than code names. We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. All I'll say is this. All right, that's it for...
You're the best!
I appreciate...
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Columbina's strength. And that's all that matters. In other words, mission accomplished. Do you think the other... Oh, hey look! Flint's!
All is well, thank you. Nefer and...
I ran into Miss Inefa and Miss Aino on the way back.
You seem rather...
I certainly am. I achieved what fighting alone can get...
We meet again.
Albino! What are you doing here?
Thankfully, tracking you down turned out...
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the Wild Hunt. And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths...
So? Who's your
Why don't you come and introduce your...
A gentleman of few words, I see.
It's nice to meet you.
Wait a sec!
That's right. It's...
By the way, he says it's so...
Yeah, I'm not...
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflected...
Wow! You look so different!
Thank you, Paimon.
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now. Paimon could get used to this. From now...
Personally, I think our little... When people call her Little Paimon, it's just because she's...
You're absolutely right.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys...
She's been catching up with old friends.
Uh-oh. People are talking about me. Hope it's nothing.
Judging from your expressions,
It's getting crowded here.
No need. This is a job.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to...
We really appreciate...
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities.
I understand.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left.
Are you saying we're about to run out?
As a matter of fact, I am. I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's... Though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague, too?
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know.
This here is Deanslip, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing...
Let's hear what he
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon
When he comes looking for us, it's usual.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting.
As the saying goes, though I can't promise the same for everyone else.
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to...
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking?
I've still got a lot to learn.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't
I wonder what's taking Nefer.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her.
I just got back from the curatorium.
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. Under such circumstances.
Oh, but it's fine.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled...
Impressive.
As I'm sure Miss Lau...
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like...
Anyway, looks like we've got some time. Feel free to chat him.
You're both awfully quiet. Have either of you ever had your portrait painted?
That sounds like a lovely idea.
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter. Table...
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance...
I'll bear that in mind.
Oh, I'd be... Whatever style feels best.
Very well.
You can replicate any style.
I can try.
Thank you.
Is there something...
Yeah! For starters,
If you think back to our
you do have a point there. Oh yeah! You'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Wanna tag along?
Sure.
Great! And in return, we can get Dane's left.
If that's what you had in mind, you should...
Oh, okay then. Anyway, since we're...
Indeed.
Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting with so many.
You're not alone there.
I don't...
Itlua is a good...
Come on. Let's just keep this...
That goes without saying.
Anyone else in the...
It's dangerous being...
Then in the Of course. Just as long as you don't go spreading around the fact that I'm close with Barbados, all right? Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about you?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the Curatorium to watch over things while I'm gone.
Huh. So much for just this once.
Shh! Not so loud! We're on a roll here. What if she remembers and suddenly decides to...
Did you...
I didn't say anything. Right, Flint's?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at nighttime.
Anyway, before we begin, first up, we have Miss Lauma. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background. Assisted by... Over here, we have Mr. Flint's, a Ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our lab, for those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden, and then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion.
Whoa! That's a lot of people!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another...
You think I haven't got enough on my head?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a
And you are...
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter?
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth.
It's...
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an...
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from
Really? Then you must have been quite...
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked...
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends?
I'll tell you everything I know. I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The visionary, Vedafinir, who wished gold, Rhine-daughter, who desired to create life. The foul, Surtologi, who... And last, but not least, of the five, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me.
In other words, you're saying that his change...
That's right.
You mentioned how the...
Strangely, the fateful night when I came to hear of this, my centuries on, but then...
So, it's...
I cannot... Uncovering the...
Sounds pretty good to me.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks!
Relax. It was...
I'll give your proposal some...
Before that, there's...
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons...
You've done so much for me. So, from the moment I was so far, even so...
Kutar,
defeating the Wraith.
Naturally.
We've considered Is it even possible to kill... Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should...
Understood.
As for the other two...
So you're placing all your... You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one.
Ladies, please. I must...
I have faith in you, Miss...
Oh? And what makes you so
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir. And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting a...
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery.
Is that right?
Anyway, Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk.
This whole experience... Why?
Ad Ast. Thank you for
Surprise!
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsleif get a room at the
That's very Now, I trust you share my curiosity. We spoke at some
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due...
That's because we know what you're capable of.
That's one way to put it. Another is this. Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rerir's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain. Lastly, any individuals of a weaker
Well, good luck, everyone.
There's a little more to it than in the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder.
I second that.
So, Paimon's like the life.
Good.
So, did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarier kept some big secrets in his life. He's not.
But surely you're not.
If you think. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
Well, as long as you don't. All right, I'm good to go.
All set over here too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
All right. Let your close. Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. According to Dainsliff, Rarier used to be an intelligence operative. Is this where you keep your secret? It all adds up. No more lies.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them. Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. This one should be archived under purged targets. Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses neutralized. Another one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Confirm, neutralized. Just another nobody for the archive. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. Female, 16. Occupation, none. Orphan, and neutralized. Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None. Female, 13. Neutralized. Filed. Male, 11. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson, neutralized and... Male.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legit... Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts.
It all adds up.
Mr. Vedifalnir?
Revier, I trust...
Forgive me. Tell me. Does someone in your position ever feel...
It is indeed within my power to foresee...
I was just thinking.
That isn't a lie. Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of...
Does it feel...
I'm afraid the notions of good... You fear my silence. You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject. And the reason is simple. The burden of prophecy.
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear?
Or rather,
You're closer to His Majesty than I am.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet
you are
Let me offer you some advice. For many reasons.
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis? Guess...
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a... His name is Rayrir.
What?
A cruel irony, isn't it?
Why are...
Simple. I want you to kill him.
No, absolutely not. I would never...
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last? Do not...
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter? You think that alone is reason enough?
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon. Just like me. Don't tell me you've never...
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty.
Persuade the... Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying... The Vinster King. If you can't bring yourself to do it...
The Rayrir of... That really is... But... Who am I? Love should be built on honesty. Is it really so wrong to hide things? Vedifalnir, but I won't just sit, no matter who.
Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises. Smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out.
Deli? Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. I'd almost forgotten they used to run a deli. People with no consequence.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be. We're not going to survive this, are we? Thelindis, are you...
Sorry, Freether. I heard you, though. He's just following the King's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he would...
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much...
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk...
I'll work something out. Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. For now, don't come looking...
If even you can escape...
I won't speak in his defense. Nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do... Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape...
You call that change?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now. Please think...
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you and it comes?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking blood bags?
But not everyone is accustomed to hunting down others.
Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle. And choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. And the prey won't sense a thing.
I love that. How about no one's ever tried to quiet your hands?
I work clean. No traces.
Don't make it open across board, though.
That won't happen.
You only had to take out a handful of the guilty.
The ones I've dealt with have always been guilty. And I've carried out my work flawlessly.
Thelindis, do you still remember
Orlog?
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers. You spoke...
Yes, what about him?
He was arrested I just don't get it! After everything he's done, why do you still stand by him? Or does it mean nothing to you?
No, that's not...
I need to go now. If...
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now no progress whatsoever. Things are getting worse by the day. But if all this research comes to nothing, but could he? No.
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we? Today's files are in. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Thelindis? Oh. Why? But you bear no mark of... How could you possibly have anything to do with them? A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Irminsul. Finster King! How far? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you know? No. This cannot go on.
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. But... if you let me go, you won't be...
Good point. In that...
No, please! I just... want to...
Go on living?
Yes.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon if you do.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifilnir. What are you trying to do? Break me down?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thelindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now, he won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. What's his game here? Tell me then, what will this moment of opportunity look like? And no answer. He's like a ghost.
So, the Eclipse Dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. The king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. No wonder every aspect of Rerir's life, and it looks like this Thelindis, Rerir's would-be fiancée, herself belonged. It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth. And why does Vedderfanir, Dainsleif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you only ever see the parts they're willing to let surface. Time for something. We've been inside Rerir's mind this whole time. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rerir...
Rerir, are you there? Hey, Rerir! Come out, it's urgent!
Dane?
Quick, come with me. All right then.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before.
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the...
You might ask your blade that same question. The word on the street...
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs...
Oh, we can certainly...
Robtatir. What brings you...
Why, Dainsleif, of course. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss...
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you. So at least some of the room... Your president, Vice President Veit, doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age. Of course. And as for Efterveit, in missing out on the presidency, he's done.
You're all here.
You must be Rerir.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have...
It's my brother, Vedalfenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words.
Vedalfenir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Horoptatir more than anyone else in the world. Does this mean the king's circle of...
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about... I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're sly.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion?
Dane?
Rescue Vedalfenir, I assume.
Correct.
That's far too...
I have no desire to commit... My blade will force the king...
So, Vedalfenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, the extent of his majesty's madness. You have noble ambitions, Dane. But I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me.
A letter of pardon? For the chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected... This black another mystery.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established two... However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome. An enormous... To make matters... This is not a wise... I apologize. If we really... This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
The Lindis.
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he... You never saw him, and I don't know what he did.
What if he finds out that...
Don't be so...
Are you scared?
I don't know. The Rerir I know, logically, I should be scared of it. But enough about...
What's in it?
A piece of the moon.
A red moon?
That's right. Our moon.
I promise.
The crimson moon, no matter how...
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this... You know what happens to those who betray the throne?
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne.
If you have any love left for just...
It's showtime. My job is to enter the prison, stay...
Look after my brother. Draw your blade.
This place is filthy. And found you. Hello. Surprised?
I certainly felt...
I'm curious.
It wasn't a... The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Conria will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you...
Everything... I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future is nothing more for him than slowly crush...
Forgive my curtness, Vedifulnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without a track. There are things the king...
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed...
Until what?
Just now.
Well, tonight could...
I sense hatred, but this is not the end. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. Is that a dagger?
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt...
Of course not. You mean, your...
Yes. I can't abandon the one I...
In matters of fate... Answers are either right or wrong. What will be, and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price, and that is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved.
That... I know it's your voice that You show me disaster, but...
My voice? It turns out that we are...
Vedifulnir just broke into the stream.
Very well then. For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an... It is...
I will.
Thank you for setting me...
Just then.
If I were you...
The Universitas...
I'm sure we'll be seeing each...
Whatever Vedifulnir said, I didn't catch it. Monsters? Is this Rhydotter's doing? Or the Universitas Magistrorum? Out of my way!
Nowhere to hide. Speed of light.
Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. But if they were ever gonna activate...
Help! Help! Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you! Save me!
That sounded like an explosion. What other means? And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be...
Rise. Sacred name. Fortune preserver.
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
No more lies. The mystery unravels.
Don't blink! Look alive!
Life goes on.
Over here! Speed of light! Hey! Surprise! Over here!
Wheel of life.
Incoming! Let the magic begin! Gloves off! With sword comes shadow. Hey! Surprise! Over here! Look alive!
Faster?
Surprise! Speed of light! Nowhere to hide. Don't blink! Let's get it on! Speed of light! Hey!
Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Be amazed! Over here! Step on!
Seek within.
Don't blink! Cut to the chase! Look alive! Over here! Step on up! Speed of light! Incoming!
Can't hide the truth.
Monsters at the universe. Oh no, it's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week. I'm done for. Ah!
What's that?
Reverie. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Celindus? No! Don't do it! Celindus! Celindus!
you will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rary, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair or desire. We all have our own.
Rarier. Rarier.
Lindis?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rarier? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice. I will find you. And then... you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solna... A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long... Time to get back. His past... Everyone, I'm back.
Never! She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, you will have seen the events of Rarier's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just...
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his However, I would not consider Rarier to be a nobody. He was deeply involved.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nodcry in their hour of...
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut.
Cool! So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw went right over.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss!
That's more like it.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the...
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like...
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoy... Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for your...
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't...
Wait, how long have I been...
Not long. You just appeared... Boss, what's wrong?
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated...
Hallucinated?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in...
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But...
Has anything like this...
Only once. It was the first...
Is there any similarity between what happened then?
I suppose my thoughts are a little...
Is there anything...
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning, you're not
Meaning, this is not something Yehoda can...
Boss, it's fine!
Oh, listen...
What?
Yes, really. Where...
Well, anyway... I was thinking of fetching some... I suggest everyone finds someplace... Even though all this... You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it is...
Don't I have the best...
If we can find us...
Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. You have my word.